I'll be out, man. I'll have my own choppers or something, man. Hey, can you talk to the panel about because you see that back and forth a lot via Twitter, etc. Let's be real, man. It's the work that goes into being a fighter. You can't say that the work going into a boxer is more challenging than the work going into the MMA fight. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we both have to make weight, right? So when we have to make weight, that means that the training camp, 8 weeks, I gotta be on a diet. You know what I'm saying? And you see them boys, they're doing the same thing. They're doing their 2-a-days, 3-a-days, like world champions should be. You know what I'm saying? Alternate therapy, massage, stretching, acupuncture. You know what I'm saying? At this elite top level, man, you do everything that you can do to try to get that competitive edge without juicing up. You know what I'm saying? And them other boys be juicing up. That's a little difference between us and them. You know what I'm saying? They be juicing up a little bit. But for the most part, the real difference isn't in the preparation, but in the overall performance. The number one difference is boxing is a gentleman's sport. Say what you want to say. They're both fighting arts. Boxing's only hands. Everything's full contact, and full contact is more lethal and more deadly. But it's due to the full contact, and it's due to the fact that when you get knocked down in the UFC, you can ground and pound. That separates us greatly, because when I knock you down in boxing, we give you that 10 seconds to get up. That 10 seconds is what makes our brutal, ugly sport a gentleman's sport. I'm man enough to say, get up. Get up, and then what you're gonna do. And the best fights in all times, I knock you down, you get up, you knock me down, I get up, I knock you down. You won't ever see that in the UFC. Outside of that, boxing is 12 rounds, which is a 36-minute performance. UFC is 5 5-minute rounds, which is a 25-minute performance. So at the end of the day, it takes longer strength and conditioning and athleticism to be a boxer. And you have less tools to really submission, lock that dude up. You know what I'm saying? You tie that motherfucker, twist his pinky, tap. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Hey Keith, whose idea was it to take that picture that stare down with you and Shawn Porter?
Mine.
We got the promoter Ellie over here. So that's what you. I know I got over your leg. So that's what you want next. If it was up to you though.
It was up to the both of us. It should go down. I don't understand. You know, we're talking. It should go down. It should go down. You know, there's no details, but we'll fill in the dotted lines real soon.
Is it like Danny Garcia, you and Shawn Porter?
Why not?
So that's not in like a negotiating circle?
No. I don't think so. I know these hands are going to be throwing. These hands are going to get thrown one more time this year, and there's got to be somebody to be thrown with, and it's not going to be like the last fight. You know, and I think we're going to try to end with a bang, man, and I think that bang is going to be Porter for the fans, man.
Would that be a good fight for Vegas?
Great fight for Vegas.
Your life, exposure-wise, and people know.
PBC, man, you know, that Robert Guerrero fight was beautiful, man. It was viewed by 4.2 million people, man. It really was a starting point in changing my life, man. This whole year has changed my life, man. This is the biggest gross year of income for myself. I'm able to buy a house back in Clearwater, man. So there's a lot going on, man. Fighting in my hometown, I got so much love back in the Tampa Bay area, man. Normally I was able to walk through, chilling. You only knew me if you knew me. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, the buzz is really getting out there, especially with all the things that I've been doing in the welterweight division.
Keith, do you want to end that fight in a knockout too? Do you feel not a responsibility, but like your name is one fight?
Which fight?
Porter.
Yeah, I put the responsibility on myself a long time ago. You know what I'm saying, to get that knockout. But in reality, I was raised to get knockouts from an amateur. Ben Getty taught me don't leave it up to the judges, man. You know what I'm saying? To me, the judges, when they're sitting there, they just got the best seats in the house. I'm gonna do my job. In reality, man, when two men are fighting, somebody should get hurt. That's the way I see it, man. One man should get hurt, if not both, throughout the fight, because it's a fight. You know what I mean? But then again, I take that back and I'll go back to it's a boxing match. And due to the fact that it's a boxing match, some people don't fight as hard as others while they're performing in their boxing matches. You gotta remember that you're going to a boxing event. Everybody says we're going to Friday night fights, Saturday night fights. You go into a boxing event. Boxers box. Fighters fight. I box and I fight. That's what it is.
What did you think about your boy Errol Spence's performance, and how long do you think it would take for him to be ready to fight? Because they're calling you the future, and they're calling him the future.
Yeah, they're calling me.
That's the future.
Yeah, you know. At the end of the day, you know, Errol looked good. He looked sharp. You know what I mean? He got kind of low, but he wasn't with a banger. It wasn't nothing too serious, and he was definitely never on the worst end of anything. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he was able to tee off on that boy on the ropes and things. You know, that boy didn't have the movement. The boy didn't have the experience. The boy didn't have no speed. Boy didn't have no power.
He didn't have anything.
Boy didn't have anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not for Errol Spence, man. You know, when you're an Olympian like Errol, when you're an Olympian like Floyd, you know what I'm saying? When you're an alternate like B, when you're an alternate like Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? When you have that amateur pedigree, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that really just ain't gonna be able to maintain, man. And obviously the boy's hungry, man. But I give him, you know, like real, you know, logic, man. I still give him at least another year with a quarter on it. You know what I'm saying? So possibly sometime in 2017 might be when it's realist. The real interesting thing is who's going to be the first person to step to him, right? Because in reality, when he called me out, man, it was almost like one of his first. Well, he was on NBC or something. It was like that's a good network, first major good network, right? That was the same thing I did when I was on HBO and I called out Floyd. What did Floyd do? Act like he never heard the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Once when he grabs a few stripes, you know what I mean, fights a few veteran fights, you know, number 9, number 8, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I've gone up. I've gone up and up and up, you know what I mean? And you just, you know, I try to shoot at the top dog. You just can't shoot at the top dog, man. You're reaching too far above yourself, you know what I mean? You got to climb the ladder and then go for the shot, you know what I'm saying? Because look where I am on the ladder, and if Floyd wanted to stick around for 2 more years, y'all motherfuckers would be up his ass saying what you gonna do about Keith Thurman, what you gonna do about Keith Thurman, what you gonna do about Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm here. I wasn't there 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It took me 3 years to even when I called his. Let's be real. Okay, so when I called his name out, it took me 3 years to get into a position where we can actually talk about it like it's real. Yeah. And I'm telling you, we ain't even gonna have to wait that long for Errol because I'm not trying to avoid nobody. I just want him to get in position, earn the stripes, and then the fight's a fight. You know what I'm saying? It is what
for his own good, though. Doesn't he need those fights before you don't just jump into the water with the sharks?
A lot of people say that, and it is really true because, you know, you can feel great, but experience is priceless, man. Even I have gained stuff from my 12-round fights, the fights that I haven't gotten knockouts and stuff. I've gained so much just little knowledge and wisdom that's going to carry me very far throughout my career.
But nobody wants to fight you, and it seems like